first shikela Yud Gimel. I want to give you a short Agdam. In the Geras HaKodesh Yud Beis, I've never talked about Shalom. Okay? A short Agdam. But the Shalom he spoke about is a Shalom b'mreima, a Shalom between Malachim. What are Malachim? Each Malach has one character. B'chol is Chesed, Gabriel is Gevura. This Geras HaKodesh talks about Shalom also. But not about Malachim, about Neshamas. What is a Neshama? Each one has all the midas. Shalom by Malachim, if you bring together one Malach, another Malach has Shalom. By a Yid Shalom, in one Yid, you already have Chesed and Gevura. So this is a Eideleh, the Geras HaKodesh Yud Gimel, I think, is a Tiferi Geras HaKodesh Yud Beis, because he doesn't talk about bringing together two opposites. He talks about the idea that in each one of us there is every midah. Beis Shammai and Beis Hillel, Beis Shammai has Kula, Beis Hillel has Chumrah, because without Malachim, we're Neshamas. Malachim are one midah, and the Shalom is between different Malachim. The Shamas Yisrael is each Neshama has all the midas. Now then, one midah is predominant or preeminent, and within each Yid you have what's called in Chassidus Hiskalos. Look, the Alter Rebbe of a game, Yud Gimel. So now the Geras is about Tzedakah and about Shalom, but the Natif Ereif, and again, like I think the Pshat is, he's talking about Neshamas Yisrael. Look, the Alter Rebbe, more Rav Tufcha, how great is your goodness? It's a fanta which you have hidden li'eriyach of a game, and those who fear you. Now I can't keep a secret, so I'll tell you. Tufcha means chesed, and Riyach means yira. Morav Tufcha, you have hidden chesed in the Shamas Yisrael, whose aved is in kavayira. You get it? That even li'eriyach, yidn whose aved is yira, this toif. They're not like malachim, where yira is only yira. You get it? And when av is only av, Morav Tufcha, there's a lot of toif also in li'eriyach. The Chlal, the Avaya, we talk about Yidden, talk now about Neshamas, not about Malach. Who serve the Eibush, the Yeshbeis, Bechinas, and Madregas Chalukah. There's two different Bechinas, categories and steps that are distinct. Which is, of course, Mitzat Sheresh, Nishmasam B'mayla, because the root of the Neshama above. Bechinas Yemin Usmel, from the right side and the left side, the Ein. What does it mean practically? Two types of Jews who have two types of personality. And this Akeda is going to say that even though it seems like each one has a different personality, within each personality you have all the other personalities. For example, a small, a Yid who comes from Gevura, a person who has Gevura, that means a tendency to be fakvetch, to be contracted, and secretive in Avodas Hashem. For example, a Yid who's Midas HaGevura is naturally tzniistic. He serves Hashem with tznius. When he does tshuva, he does it secretly. When you are naturally a secretive person, that means you have a tav of gevura. When a person's avodah gevura, everything in your life has everything is very exact, but very limited. It's symptom, it's contracted and limited in Avodas Hashem. Every mitzvah you do exact. Your film are perfect. Your zman is exact. But you're also always gerechnet in tzedakah. You may be tzedakah, for example, in tzedakah. Lias nidin behes a yad. You always measure, can I afford it? And you always remember the Gemara that even when you're giving a lot, you don't give more than 20%, because everything is always gerechnet. And the same is true. You learn Torah. This is my shir. It's enough for him to do the mitzvahs. He's mechoyev, michiyev, mefurash, the explicit chiyev in the Torah. Bepirush, lekveya, eat, and the Torah says how much time you have to learn at the fixed time. So he does everything exactly, but not less and not more. Ach bechinas yamin, as opposed to someone who's taves chesed. He midas chesed v'yispach of Avodas Hashem. It's a person whose nature is kindness and expansiveness in Avodas Hashem. Be'esrachus, with a breitkeit. Believe tzimtzum v'hes the cloud, any contractedness, and any obstacle, and any concealment whatsoever. No, he serves the Eibush, the whole neighborhood knows. It's not that it's about gaiva and achitz. It's the pshat. Everything he does with a breitkeit. The Rebbe had a chassid who was a beinani. The Rebbe said he's a beinani for the aveda of his hachal barchava. The Mordechai Lepler lived in Muscat, Peterborough. The Rebbe said he's a beinani from being a breiter mensch, taking up space. A Yid serves the Eibush, the whole neighborhood knows it. This is chesed. Kel Teira. Not Kel Tura, Kel Teira. Yeah, there's a difference. The derech and Avodas Hashem to be break, broad, open, expansive. Now this line doesn't belong here, it belongs before. And from this comes also Mashikosav Razal, what the Gemara says. Zreik Mara but Talmidim Begema, you have to make it Talmidim be afraid of you. So it says in the parenthesis that this belongs by Gavura. It's in the wrong place. Zreik Mara but Talmidim is a part of Midas HaGavura, not Mitzvah Chesed. It's just misplaced. The Gam, going back now to Chesed, included in this tendency to serve Hashem with a breakheit is a Belitzim Tzimah Cloud. There's no contraction, no limit in anything. When he davens, on a shir. He learns Teiret, on a shir. And when he gives tzedakah, there's no limit to the spirit of his generosity. When he gives tzedakah, it's great. If he learns Teiret, it's great. Mitzvahs and the rest of the mitzvahs. He's never satisfied. The Lord says that he fulfills obligation alone, without a limit. He describes two personalities. The mile of Gevurah is the exactness. The mile of Chesed is the breitkeit. And this again, the Chesed is going to say the Chesed personality has Gevurah, and the Gevurah personality has Chesed, and therefore you have to get stuck in B'li Gevurah.